In the storied history of Australian BMX racing, a history that stretches way back to 1977, there is only one first day. This is the day when Steve Meadows decided to run a bicycle motocross race in Sydney, Australia. The date was May 22nd, 1977. Steve, with friends from the local Eastwood bike shop, cleared some overgrown land at the end of Basarco Road in North Ryde with a tractor and built a few dirt jumps and set up a simple start and finish line. Flyers promoting the event were sent out to bike shops and stuck on power poles. About 30 kids turned up. The Eastwood BMX Club was quickly established and regular race meets were run with ribbons and trophies being awarded to age champions. Thanks to Steve and his mates, BMX racing in Australia had begun. Never one to rest on his laurels, Steve is credited with another first in the history of Australian BMX. And Steve quickly worked out that with his skills and expertise as an engineer, he could create his own state-of-the-art racing frames, and by October 1978, the first batch of Quicksilver BMX frames had hit the market. Steve and his small team were proud to say that they were manufacturing the first BMX frames made in Australia. The Quicksilver bicycle and the brand were an instant hit. The best riders in the country were all riding Quicksilver bikes, including Magic Mick Wilshire, the Professor, Alistair Johnson, Glenn Cox, Jamie Hales and Wayne McIntosh. The legendary Quicksilver Grand Nationals, held at Ryde Eastwood and then Metro West between 1980 and 1982, were some of the biggest race meetings on the Australian racing calendar. In the mid-1980s, Steve Meadows continued to push the limits of frame design and innovation with the introduction of the Quicksilver 26-inch cruiser, the prototype Quicksilver mountain bike, and the almost mythological and the much sought-after Quicksilver Helium. Who would have dreamt that from those humble beginnings in 1977, inspired by visionaries like Steve Meadows, would spring an entire sporting and social phenomenon and a community knitted together by our love of BMX. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Australian BMX pioneer and Hall of Fame inductee, Steve Meadows.